Hello folks, it is April 7th, 2022, and this is a historic day for me, and for this content you're seeing right here, right now. Let me sit over here. April 7th, 10 years ago, I started my career in content. And I started where I started to play Leonardo, and my parents, helped me with the video to be recorded for me to host these games with the camera. And I've been doing videos ever since. And this happened 10 years ago today. And it also has followed on opening day in Major League Baseball and even Red Sox Yankees. Doesn't get any better than that. But in this video, I'll be telling you guys my life experience as my content and outside my life for the past 10 years. With our behind the scenes look, documentary, and some surprises. And yes, we will be playing a lot of Leonardo as well in this video. So, I've been doing content for 10 years now, and I retired that content in 2019, where I decided to move forward with new content from my YouTube channel, where I for the videos I've done in the past. I decided to keep those as archive to put on my computer because I think it'll be worthful for YouTube. Let me just say that. Plus, I have learned a lot for the past 10 years. Ever since I was 7 or 8 years old. Back on April 7th, 2012, so a lot has changed in this world in the past 10 years as for quality, HD, the news, the world, the people, and everything else. Technology, and just a lot has changed for the past 10 years. So, without further ado, let's get this roller coaster ride started here on April 7th, 2022. Hello everybody, this is David Dawson here, and welcome to the Cheers to 10 Years to Life of David Dawson. Today is April 7th, 2022, and this is a big day for me. And the reason why is because 10 years ago today is my 10th anniversary of making content. Now, as probably all been wondering about why I said 10 years of content, is that you guys have been watching my videos since June 20th, 2019. that's where I started my YouTube channel, and that's how you guys started watching my videos. But I've been making content for longer than that, since April 7th, 2012. The reason why I don't upload those videos on YouTube is because, for one, I want a fresh start, even though I said I was going to upload them like in the future. But the second main reason is I don't think they are appropriate for nowadays videos, because everybody wants good quality content. So if I'm gonna upload some of those videos, it'll be for sale, like on my SD store or something in the future. But in this video, I'm gonna explain about my life and my career for the past 10 years of how I got into content back 10 years ago, and I just saw it in the opening. And let me just say, there's been a lot of change since April 7th, 2012. And I mean a lot of changes since then, as for the technology, as for the world, as for people, TV, gaming, YouTube especially, and just everything. I just want to take this time to say, I just want to personally thank all of you who has watched my content on YouTube since joining 2019 and stick by me ever since. And I know this world has been through a lot of challenges since then, with the pandemic, the challenges here, social media, with the news and everything. Without you all watching, I wouldn't be here today on YouTube. With the people who have watched my content, and for those who've been part of my production staff to this day. So I just want to personally thank all of you, and it really means a lot to me. And this has started me making videos ever since I wanted to do a solo Deal or No Deal back then, which is my favorite games of all time. And like I said, this has been a roller coaster ride of my content. And also, I just want to personally thank my family as well for what they've done with me ever since I was born. And this journey since 2012, I mean, what can I say? It's been a roller coaster with a lot of challenges, a lot of fun, excitement, and ups and downs throughout this past 10 years. So, without further ado, let me explain my story. Welcome everyone, it's me, David Thousand, David Dennis, born October 14, 2003 in Worcester, Massachusetts, 18 years old, and I still live here in Massachusetts, New England to this day. I love New England, I love Boston, Worcester, and New England is my home. And I really love it. I have been creating content since 10 years ago to this day, April 7, 2012, when I wanted to do a Do or No Do game show for every video I do. I have a blast doing it that year, hosting my favorite game show of all time, and I still do it here on YouTube to this day. And yes, that was the first video you guys just saw I have ever done. That was 10 years ago today. And the reason why I don't have it here to the public, excluding that sneak peek, because like I said before, I don't think the viewers would enjoy it for today's appropriate content. What I mean is, like, people want actual good quality content. and that's how I want to grow. And I was a professional at my content, and not have things like that. So, because I was just getting started with those videos back then. And one of the reasons why I haven't put those videos on YouTube, if it's like 5-7 years ago, is because I haven't. My plan was to have all those videos done before I was gonna upload them, but after thinking about it and how YouTube has changed and how social media has changed, I don't think it'll be that good to upload it, despite being a good video and other videos I've done back then. Just a lot of memories. I was born with a heart defect called tetralogy pulmonary atresia. It's a complex congenital heart defect at the extreme end of spectrum of TOF with no integrated flow into the pulmonary arteries. Patients differ with regard to sources of pulmonary blood flow, and I had over 10 open heart surgeries in my life. Okay, so let me tell you guys right now about the open heart surgery. I've been having open heart surgeries since I was born. When I was born in Worcester, we had to go, to Boston because, we didn't know what was going on with the heart issues, and then I found out in Boston. And I've been having, since the start of my life, had over 10 open heart surgeries. Going to the hospital is never fun, because in the hospital you can't really do anything. You have to go through a whole bunch of tests, and open heart surgeries are the most painful ones. My recent one was in 2018. The reason why is because, long story short, I have an infection called endocarditis, and as you saw in the text right there, and it's an infection I have, and I had it in 2017, then there one again in the fall of 2017 after I had the summer on Thanksgiving Day, and then I had it again in 2018, and in 2018 that's where they had to do the open heart surgery, because they wanted to clear everything up, as for my heart. And let me tell you, I was there for 2 weeks. The pain I had is something I never want to go through again. I was just completely sick out of it. And it was in August of 2018. It was painful. And when I have these infections, I have this pump medicine that I have to wear, for meds for 8 weeks. So I had it for 8 weeks, 4 times. I had it again in 2019 as well. It was just so painful, and going to the hospital is never fun. The food is disgusting, and it's just the hospital, it's just never fun to be there. And these open heart surgeries, it's crazy to think that I had over 10 open heart surgeries, and even the one in 2018, I got out sooner than the doctors. It's just crazy with the open heart surgeries, and for me being in the hospital. Let's talk about YouTube. I first started watching YouTube around 10 years ago in early 2012, before I started making videos on my own. When I was watching On YouTube, I was watching gameplay videos for what I saw on YouTube, so Reporter. And then, I also discovered the gameplay videos. And I also saw other game show, which is very popular here on YouTube, Sprint for 1 Million, from the Second Nature channel. Which I really enjoyed watching that channel a long time ago, where I put of gameplay videos, back then game shows. It was a great gaming variety channel, which I want to continue that honor today, but I still have a lot of learning to do. But unfortunately, back 2015 was awesome. And that also was the channel that I discovered Alex Perez, which I didn't watch until 1 or 2 years more often later after that, as with game shows, who Alex Perez is our main admin today. Let's talk about my other main interests. Dear No Deal is my favorite game show of all time. I've been watching it since mid to late 2000s or so, and I love this series. The show started in December 2005, hosted by Howie Mandel, and I watched every episode as I remember watching it yesterday. As players pick 1 out of 26 cases, it has amounts from $1 million all the way down to 1 penny. As contestants eliminate cases from the game, particularly being presented with a deal from the banker to take a cash amount to quit the game. If they refuse all the deals, they leave us in their case. Special variety of special episodes in the game include where I really loved the $1 Million Mission, the Dollar Value Games, Double Deal, and my favorite other special episodes, Spring Break, Star Wars, What's the Deal Week, the Christmas holiday specials, and also Around the World. And I really loved the show that also had a reboot in 2018. It had a lot of special, exciting episodes that I really loved, which was a very nice movie to watch, including the $5 Revenge. My second game show of all time is Wipeout, and it's a really fun and funny show to watch. Wipeout aired on ABC from 2008 to 2014, hosted by the two Johns, John Anderson and John Henson, along with the other host, Joe Wagner. 24 contestants have to go through the obstacle course in 4 rounds. In the first round, the qualifier, the second one, the sweeper, the third one, the eliminator round, and finally, the Wipeout zone. And where contestants can win $50,000. And my top 2 favorite all-time obstacle courses are the Big Balls and the Sucker Punch Wall. Very fun to watch, and my favorite episodes of all time will have to be the first one, the 5th episode with the ball themed one, the Wipeout Awards in Season 1, the season finale of Season 1 with the top 25 moments, and also the Super Bowl was my favorite as well. I mean, Wipeout is just a very fun show to watch, and it's one of my favorite game shows of all time. I've been watching it since the late 2000s, and it's one of my favorite game shows of all time. Very fun and fun to watch, with a lot of great contestants competing for that $50,000. Wipeout is back today on TBS this last year with John Cena, Nico Bryer, and Cameron Kostek. And Wipeout is my second favorite game show of all time. My other 3 favorite game shows of all time for the top 5 are Catch 21. The other game show I love is 1 vs 100, and of course, The Price is Right, the classic game show that everybody loves. Game shows are just like my favorite thing. Same with all game show fans out there. I've been watching it since I was young, and like game shows are just very fun and exciting to watch. From Deal or No Deal to Price is Right to Wipeout to Car Stars, Pressure luck. Game shows have so much history with the wall brackets and eras. I really love watching game shows. I have not been watching game shows for the past couple of years because I've been focusing on some other things, like in the end of the 2010s. But for the past few years, I've been watching a lot of game shows, especially recently, because Pluto TV is out with Buzzer, Price is Right Ball Market era, and there is game shows that I like to watch on TV today, like for example, Price is Right, Family Feud, The Chase on ABC, and sometimes here and there Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy where I feel like it. Game shows are just one of a kind. And I just really love game shows, and it's unfortunate that for the past couple of years, lots of game show host legends, unfortunately, but we'll all miss them here. I've been watching game shows since I was 0. It's part of me, it's part of my life, and this is one of the most fun entertainment to watch on a regular day, and I really love watching game shows to this day. It's just one of my favorite things to watch, and it's very fun to watch game shows. Major League Baseball. Let me tell you about my other interest, particularly a big Red Sox fan and MLB Stars fan. I love watching sports, one of my favorite things to watch daily on television, and one of the most exciting things to watch. Seeing teams battling to win for Stars, and by the way, I am reading this off a script that is more helpful than you think. So, MLB Red Sox. I've been a big Red Sox fan my whole life since 2003, and since 2003 I was born. Starting 2004, I won Boston's 4 World Championships in the 21st century. Starting 2004, after 86 years, 2007, 2013, and 2018. I am thankful to be a Red Sox fan. I love Boston scores. I love the Red Sox watching since 2017 and going to games since 2013. MLB has so much history with a bunch of all-stars in today's game, with a lot of exciting teams, and MLB has recently ended its 99-day lockout back on March 10th, and opening day is today, the first game, Red Sox Yankees at Yankee Stadium. I am excited of what MLB has in the future, and I've been watching this since August 2017. Just remember watching the games Red Sox on NESN, and just remember watching the games of how excited they are, and also just remember, watching announcers laughing and having fun. That was some of my favorite parts, especially with Jeremy Remy, who unfortunately lost last year, and we will forever miss him. And also, I just remember watching these games and how cool it is to watch a sport game right from your home, and just cool that you can watch a sport like that. And I just love watching the games. And recently, the past few years, seeing these exciting players is so much fun to watch. And I only been to Fenway Park since 2013, and I hope I can go to other stadiums and also continue to have fun going to games at my favorite Fenway Park that has been around since 1912 with generations of players. And being a big Red Sox fan is so much fun, and enjoying watching these games since 2017, and very excited for the 2022 season to come with so much stars to watch after 2021, and just excited to watch these games here in 2022 again. My all-time Red Sox favorite player of all time will have to be David Ortiz. Just watching him growing up and seeing what he done with the Red Sox in Boston history since 2003, and seeing what he did versus the Yankees in 2004, and continuing on in next years, over 500 homers and over 2,000 hits, is just amazing. And he's one of the greatest Red Sox players in recent history. Watching him growing up, seeing what he's done, got to watch him hit a home run in 2016, and now he is a 2022 Hall of Famer in Cooperstown. He's just one of my favorite all-time players, and I just want to thank him for what he did for Boston. My other favorite players will have to be Mookie Betts. I mean, I still root for him to this day. Unfortunately, he's no longer with the Dodgers, but just watching him, what he did with the Dodgers from 2017 to 2019, he's just a very great player, and just want to thank him for what he did in 2018, and also of how I got to be for him in 2017, which was the year I got his autograph. He's just a great player. Seeing what he did. Unfortunately, he's no longer with the Red Sox. He's with the Dodgers now for the next decade or so. But I just still want to thank him for Boston of what he did. And he's still one of my favorite players, and I still work for him in LA. And he's just an amazing player. Also, my current favorite player of the Red Sox is JD Martinez. Just watching him, what he did in 2018 was amazing. Over 100 RBIs, over 30 plus homers, 40. Was just amazing to watch. I really hope that he has a great career, gets to the Hall of Fame, and I hope JD Martinez has great years coming. And just seeing what he did was great. And also, I'm really thankful that the Red Sox won in 2018, because the 2017 team was one of my favorite teams. And seeing them get the championship in 2018 was like a relief for me, because there was going to be free agents coming in 2019. And, I'm just very thankful for what JD has brought to Boston. And, JD is one of my very current players for the Red Sox in Boston. And as y'all saw those clips, those are the reasons why I like to sign players. This is why Red Sox MLB is one of my favorite sports. Here is the Mookie Betts Ball autograph, and back in 2020 I went to the 2020 Winter Weekend, a whole lot of fun. And here is a picture with me and Sean Henry. And for those who remember the famous 1975 World Series, Fisk Home Run and Crazy Series, here's a picture with me and Carlton Fisk. Alright everybody, so before we get to our next segment, as you all saw that clip there about MLB, of how it's one of my favorite sports, I also love watching the NFL as well. It's one of my other favorite sports, because I have so many memories of watching these games live on TV. One of the most memorable, best moments I watched live on TV was seeing the Patriots beat the Falcons down 28-3 and then coming back. I remember watching it like it was yesterday, and I'm lucky enough to watch Tom Brady's World Championship since 2014 live on TV. The 2014, 2013 season, that is. Tom Brady is just my favorite football player of all time. And just watching what he did throughout his career is just amazing. He is the greatest football player that ever lived. I will forever say that. And he is coming back again for the NFL season this year as well. So, and my other favorite player is Gronk. As they were both for the Patriots for a long time, and now they're with the Buccaneers. I was still root for them. I'm not sure where they're going to be this season, of course. But, probably Tampa. But to see what Tom Brady has done is just unbelievable. And, the Patriots, I love that team. I love the New England sports, all the New England sports. So, there you go. And I also love watching Major League Soccer from time to time. And here and there, I'll check a little bit of an NBA and NHL. But I just love going to sports games and, watching them on TV. So for this next segment, we are going to be doing a deal or no deal game here on the Cheers to 10 Years special. Reason why is because I did this game 10 years ago, and it will be fitting if I did it again 10 years later on the same day. So, here is an episode edited of Deal or No Deal, where I have a chance to win $1 million. Enjoy. Hello everybody, welcome. And welcome to Deal or No Deal. This is the game show where contestants pick cases. As they open them, they can win a lot of money up to $1 million, or all the way down to a single penny. As you all know from this documentary special video here on YouTube, that I played this game 10 years ago today for my first video, and I said 10 years ago I want to do this series for every video I do for another episode. And I thought, why not do it for this special video? And I think it's time to do this again. And I do have a big announcement that this upcoming summer we are going to be doing an official Deal or No Deal series. So stay tuned for that. But we are going to get started right now by doing our usual thing. Ladies, please. Alright, taking the cases, we're bringing them out. And we are going to get started by doing the rules here, as there are 26 cases holding different amounts of money inside. We don't know what is in what case, but we do know that one case is holding $1 million. All the way down to 1 penny. In order to determine what is in my case, we gotta open up the other 25 remaining cases on the board, on this table. Remember, in those cases, it's not in mine. But to start this off, we're gonna pick our case. So, and as guys can see right here, these are the same cases that I've been using since 10 years ago. So, there you go, another little fun fact. And another fun fact is that I usually pick the same amount of cases at each game. I honestly, I don't know why I picked the same amount of cases for each round, the same cases, like 9, 21, 30, 10, 1, 3. I honestly don't know, but hey, it's my strategies. Everybody has a strategy. You've seen episodes of Deal or No Deal on YouTube about that. So, without further ado, let's get started and let's pick a case number 7. That's my case complete with the home But anyway, everyone, always get started but come on not later. So I'm gonna start by picking 6 cases. I'm gonna put this over here. Alright, here we go. Let's get started by picking case number 9. Open the case. $50! That's a good start. Alright. 5 more cases. Let's go with number 21. Open the case. $75. There you go. Alright. 4 more cases. Let's go with 13. Scary number 2, everybody. Open case. Alright, $25,000. 3 more cases. Let's go with number 10. Open the case, please. $100. Alright, 2 more cases. Let's go with number 1. Open the case, please. Oh! $1 million. That stinks. 1 more case. Let's go with number 3. Open the case. $500. Alright. That was an alright round, but there's still a lot of game left. So, let's call it the banker. As you see right there on your screen, that's the banker right there in the corner. We're going to give him an offer right now. Yeah? Okay. The offer is $11,000. But if I send no deal, I'll have to open up another 5 cases. But like I said, there's still a lot of money up there. $100,000, $20,000, $20,000, $400,000, $500,000, and $750,000, which is good. But the question here is deal or no deal? No deal, maker. Alright, it's now time for round number 2. Let's go with number 4. Open the case. Wow. $100. 4 more cases. Let's go number 5. Open the case, please. $200. There we go. 3 more cases. Let's go with number 8. Open the case. $1,000. 2 more cases. Let's go with number 11. Open the case, please. $1 penny. And by the way, here's another fun fact. My favorite episode of Deal No Deal of all time will have to be
Philip Sandy's game on episode 25 of season 1. He played like an unbelievable game, won over $400,000, and he played a crazy, exciting game with that $1 million board, which was a record for that board at that time. So he just took a lot of risks, and it was just an exciting game to watch, and I really liked him as a person of the contestants. So one more case to open. 12. Open the case, please. Oh my god. Wow. We're gonna take a small break, and then when we come back, it's offer time. Stay tuned. We're back again, Nebula. It's now time to expect a call from the banker. Hello? Yes? Okay. The offer is $34,980. Yes, $34,980 is the offer. If I say no deal to the $34,980, I'll have to open up another 4 cases. So, question here is deal or no deal? No deal. Alright, it's now time to open up 4 cases in this round. Let's go with number 14. Open the case. Oh, $1,000. 3 more cases. Let's go with number 15. Open the case. Two more cases. Let's go with number 16. Please be something small. Open the case. Alright, $50,000. One more case. Let's go with number 17. Open the case, please. 5 birds! 5 birds! Wow. Alright, it's now time for the offer. Hello. Yes. Okay. The offer is $58,450. Yes, $58,450. I'm surprised it went up, actually. I really did. But if I say no deal, I have to open up another 3 cases. Does my case have $750,000? Does it have the $750,000? Or will the other remaining cases have the $750,000? The only way to find out is I have to go all the way for that $750,000 to keep it. But the question is, does it have it? The only question to determine that is steal or no deal. No deal. Alright, now time for 3 cases. 18. Please be something small. Open the case. 25 bucks. Two cases. Let's go with number 19. Open the case. Wow. $750. One case. 20. You know, number 20 has been a crazy number to people, I'll say that. But, what would case 20 be in this game? We have to find out when we come back. We're back to Deal or No Deal here on this special game. I picked 20 before the break, and the question is remaining. There are top 3, or I should say 4, 600 amounts left in play. 100,000, 100,000, $500,000, and $750,000. As y'all know, my case is number 7 we're all focusing on. Does this case have one of those amounts inside? We just have to find out. But the question right here is, what is in this case? This is a big case for this game. We just have to find out. Open the case. $400. Wow, if I knock off the $1, I'll knock off the left side. This is unbelievable. Offer, please. Hello? Okay. $76,250. Yes, $76,250. We're almost getting there so far to that 6 figures. But I will have to go pusher to get that goal for the offers. Does my case have a big amount inside or a small amount? Do I want to go for that $750,000 that's still in play with 7 cases remaining on the table? Do I want to go for it? The only question here will determine that is steal or no deal. No deal. 2 cases. 22. That is the year we're here right now, 2022. Let's see what's inside. $1! $1! Wow! $1. We knocked off the whole left side of the board. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. And now we have to see what's in our next case before we celebrate more. If we pick the right case. Let's go with number 23. One case. I really hope this has to $5,000. Wouldn't that be awesome? Open the case. Okay, $75,000. Offer. Hello. Okay. $91,520. No deal. Oh wait, I have to ask a question. Deal or no deal? No deal! One, 24. Please send me 5,000. Please send me 5,000. Go for the case. Oh my god! $10,000! But now it's just one case at a time. Offer. You know? Okay. $139,000. Yes, $139,000. You went up a whole lot. Whew. There's only one case to open for each round. $750,000 is still in play. Does my case have it? What do you? Alright, one case. 25. Open the case, please. Oh. $500,000. $124,000. But that was because I knocked up to $500,000. Now, there's 4 cases left. Does my case have the $247,000,000? There's 4 cases left, with 3 6-minute to play. From 100,000 to 4,000, and $1 million. Both those 3. And we have the $5,000. Man. Do I want to go for it? Question here. Deal or no deal? But I'm gonna play it safe. I'm taking the deal. $124,000. Alright. Now, the question is, does my case has the Supreme Court familiar with the certified doubt as we open up the other cases, see if I make a deal. If I say no deal, my next choice would have been number 2. Open the case. Aha! You have the $3.7 million. Wow. Let's open our case. Let's open our case. It has the $5,000. And number 6 has the $400,000, even better. The $400,000, and 26 had the $100,000. That made a good deal. So that is going to end it here for this Deal or No Deal gameplay. A very exciting one, as I won over $124,000 of cash. And we'll be right back after this. 2012. That is the first year that I ever started making content. As you guys can see these clips here. I have a lot of memories making these videos, these Deal or No Deal videos. And I had a lot of fun making these videos back then. And I am excited to doing these videos again this summer. And oh, by the way, what else did I do in 2012? Well, in 2012, I actually went to summer vacation. I went to a little hotel, Red Jacket, Laguna in New Hampshire. What we usually do is, starting that year, we went to Storyland on the first day, then on the second day, Citrus Village, and then on the third day, Storyland again, and then we go home. The water park is just one of my favorite things to go to. I've been going to this water park since the late 2000s, and I always loved coming here every summer, every year, seeing what they have there at the water park, that little bucket, and here's me going down this red side here back in 2012. They have the hot tub, they have a little wave pool. This is a very wonderful water park to go to, and I would love to go there again in the next years to come. This is great. And also every year as well, during the summer, we go to Sesame Place. It's a fun amusement park in Pennsylvania. It has a lot of great rides, and it was a lot of fun going there. And also here is a little video I took back then of this little Ernie pool area. Oh yeah, 3, 2, 1. I love that Spice Castle water park. Here's me at a little fair around my town. Here's me a little orchard area. Here's me playing mini golf. Here I am playing soccer back then. And here's a little pumpkin. When we went to looking for pumpkins at a little pumpkin Halloween show. It was a lot of fun. I gotta say, 2012 has a lot of memories. From the start of making content to the end of the year, and I really hope that I can have one of those type of years this year. Just a lot of memories throughout that year in 2012.
just a lot of great memories, the world, and it was a great time. And just looking back at those videos I did back then, like if I upload those videos today, it wouldn't do good for the quality. But I gotta tell you guys a little bit of a story about 2012. So in 2012, I did Dear No Do videos for like every single video. I honestly don't know why I did this, but back then, I only did like Dear No Do episodes until like June of that year. And then didn't start doing episodes until like September again. And I do remember, I think of like getting a new camera that month or that summer. And I don't know if that's the reason, because I do remember like making videos like around the house, or like clips and all that. I don't know why I did that, but if I'm gonna do that again, it's gonna be like actual vlogs. But I don't know why I stopped doing Dear No Deal like in the summer. I honestly don't know why, but that's a little bit of a history about Dear No Deal. Not doing Dear No Deal again until the summer. The fall. But speaking of the summer, a lot of great times, doing those vacations, and I miss going on those trips, and it's a lot of fun doing it. And as for like the Dear No Deal videos, it was a lot of fun making those videos every single day. And I really miss making those videos, and that's why I want to bring the series back sometime soon. As probably already saw my promo video for Dear No Deal, and I really miss doing the show. And just looking back, it was just a lot of fun doing it every single day. Just simple. Me playing Dear No Deal, my favorite game show of all time. And looking back, what have much changed? As for YouTube's game shows, everybody's doing different game shows. And look at how I make videos now. I do Press Your Luck. I do the Money Vault. Soon, I did like what other game show I did back this year? David Dawson versus the Money Cards. Just different game shows I did on this channel. Pickle Showdown. Just what kind of changed I did this year. So yeah, a lot of memories. And also going to my relatives, for parties and all that. Cookouts was a lot of fun back then. And that's what I like doing in my life. "2013 was a very fun year for me. It was actually a new era of content for me. I didn't do really a lot of Dear No Deal videos, but I continued doing something new, and that is doing gameplay videos. I remember doing gameplay videos like Mario Kart Wii and all that. And I also did some other gameplay videos for the 3DS. I did my own Animal Crossing series as well back then, and that was a lot of fun to do. And then the Boston bombing happened. Honestly, I never seen something like that before in my life. The Boston bombing that happened in my home city, Boston. I just remember, seeing that happening on TV. I was actually there at the Boston Marathon that day, but on a different mile that I always go to. which I had a lot of fun there at the time, that year with my family, and then just all of a sudden I come home and I see that. Luckily, I didn't know anyone that was part of that tragedy, but just seeing that was tough to see. That was tough to see on TV, just seeing people in that fire at the Boston bombing. It was just crazy. I almost like, what happened? And then when they caught the suspects, I felt so relieved. And then pretty much 2013 was just fun going on for me. In 2013, I went to a water park in my area called Cocoa Keys, which was a water park hotel here in New England for a couple of years, or a lot of years. I don't remember when it first opened because it's not around anymore. It got replaced with River Lodge a few years ago, a couple years ago. But that was just such a fun trip. I went to Cocoa Keys with my cousins and just going there to the hotel and the water park and having fun with that. I believe there was also a separate pool area. I don't remember. That was just a great time back then in May of 2013. That was a lot of fun back then. July 23rd, 2013 was my first Red Sox game at Fenway Park ever in my life, and I just had a great time going there. I don't have a lot of memory from it, not like 2014 and forward, but I had a great time. I went there with my parents, and we saw Jon Lester pitch. Yes, Jon Lester pitched at that game I actually thought the game was the 24th of July, but it was actually the 23rd of July. Like I said, I don't have a lot of memory from it, because I didn't really record because I didn't think that back then we were supposed to record to the following year and all that stuff. But, however, it was just a great time. The Red Sox won that game 62 versus Tampa. And also on that day, I was part of the Ryan Dempster organization, or whatever that charity event we're doing for people like me who have heart problems. Charity event, and here's a picture of me and Ryan Dempster, who was actually supposed to pitch that day, but however, that was happening. So it was just a great time. I remember, saying hi to him and all that stuff. He is an all-star, a two-time all-star who played in Major League since 1998. He played with Miami for 5 years. He played with the Cubs for 9 years. He played with the Reds for 2 years, and then 1 year for both Boston and Texas. So, great person, and it was fun to meet him then. And I had a great time. I felt part of my first game. We went to New Hampshire again that year, 2013, with a few changes. We had a extra day, and also another change was I sat display, as you can see in this picture here. There is a new area where there's new sides at Center Spillage. So that was a lot of fun to see with that new change. And then, yeah, that was a lot of fun. Here in my Storyland, and also for a trip, we went to a little film gorge, which is a little waterfall hike thing we went on. I don't know if it's actually hike, but we saw some nice waterfalls, so that was a lot of fun. And then we also had pancakes and parties as well. And then that was our third day, and then fourth day the usual. And yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It's a 2-1 pitch. As they bat the bottom of the fourth inning. Walker brings it home. Pitch number 59. It's in a ton of right center. Back at the wall. It is gone. 4-0 Red Sox. Home run, Stephen Brewer. Here's one into center. A base hit. And it's 5-0 Boston on a hit by Napoli. That's a base hit to left. One run scores. That's Ortiz.
When I saw the Red Sox win the World Series live on TV, I was very happy. And, those 2 years, 2012, 2013, are actually my favorites. And, just a lot of memories from these years, 2012 into 2013, with a lot of crazy memories up and down. And in 2013, it was special to me because not a lot of I did a lot of great things that year, but Boston. I mean, when that bombing happened, I was just so disappointed what happened. But just to see Boston get back on track, and also seeing healing from these World Championships from everywhere, it was just amazing. And also seeing the Red Sox to win the World Series at Fenway Park for the first time in 95 years, which is something special to see. And it's special, and those are the type of years that I won't forget. And those were just great times in those years, and I'm just very happy about those years, and it was a great time. So yeah, 2012 and 2013 are one of my favorite years. I was a Cub Scout, Boy Scout in the 2013-2014, and I actually won the Pinewood Derby, which I don't remember what it was about because I don't have a long memory. Well, I have some memory about me being a Boy Scout, but as you see right here, I won these trophies, and yeah, that was back in January 2014, so yeah, that was pretty cool to get those trophies. And here's our snowman I did back in 2014 in the winter. For my content, I did the Mega Spin. When I saw this on YouTube, I think I did this like in late January or February. It was a lot of fun to do. And I thought I could do this for myself, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I did the Mega Spin as a little show for myself to have fun and enjoy it. That's what I did for a lot of 2014. It was a lot of fun. Also in 2014, I went to my second Red Sox game at Fenway Park. Here is some footage right here. There's Bogaerts, who is still with the Red Sox here in the 2022 season. And yeah, it was a great time. Red Sox won 7-1. It was a national televised game on Saturday night. And here's some footage right here. Red Sox win. And speaking of Boston, here's me at the Boston Marathon in 2014, 1 year after the bombing. It was a day a lot for people that year. Also in 2014, remember I said about Great Wolf Lodge? I went to Great Wolf Lodge here in June 2014. It was a lot of fun, and there's a ride right there that is my favorite. The Holland Tornado. I had a great time going on that ride. It's just a whole lot of fun. And I went there with my relatives, and it was just a whole lot of fun going there to Great Wolf Lodge. Also, here is me at the New England Revolution game on the field to that stadium. – 2014 was a fun year for me. Did a lot of stuff, traveling, went to Sesame Place that year again, and also New Hampshire, which by the way I still in. They actually had a brand new roller coaster, as you guys can see right here. And for one thing, in November 2014, unfortunately I lost one of my aunts, which was tough. And but I still remember it. As tough as enough, I remember. And that's one of my first memories of losing someone. So that was tough. But yeah, and also 2014 for my content. For my content, I did, like I said, Mega Spin, like just for myself, and gameplay videos as well. I don't remember if I continued doing Animal Crossing then. I think I did, but not for further on, so there you go on that.
Brady throws, caught, LaFell, touchdown. And Brady's going to throw deep down the right side for Gronkowski and a touchdown. Brady caught, touchdown, Julian Edelman. Play clock at 5. Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. Unreal.
Me seeing the Patriots win live on TV for the Super Bowl this year, 2015. It was so much fun seeing the Patriots win, and Tom Brady winning another Super Bowl that year, and I bet it was like the first time in 10 years since the Patriots won that year. Just to see it live on TV was a special win. I really enjoy watching the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, back on March 25th, 2015, we lost Mr. Shaq, man 18, and on that day when I saw the news online, I was just not happy to see it. I didn't know how to react. And he was just a great YouTuber that could have had more success in the future. But unfortunately, he was gone too soon. And it stings to see people lose like that at the young age. But we will always remember him. And that was one of the toughest things about that year, 2015. We all miss Zach here. Here I am at the Price is Right Live back in 2015 in April. It was a lot of fun. I believe this is one of my first times going there. It's a lot of fun going to the Price is Right Live. Also in 2015, we went to a air show, the Great New England Air Show. It was a lot of fun going to the air show in 2015, seeing those airplanes fly. It was a whole lot of fun to see. I went there with my parents that day, and it was a lot of fun going to the Great New England Air Show. I would love to do that again someday soon. So yeah, it was a lot of fun that day. Also in 2015, I went to my next game at Family Park. It was in June. I went there with me and my grandpa, and it was just a whole lot of fun. Even though the rest are stars, but I still had a great time. Also in 2015, in September, I went to a 6th grade field trip for a few days, and that was Ferry Beach. It was a lot of fun going to Ferry Beach, and the beach is just great to see with that sunset, and that was a fun trip. Also in September of 2015, I went to my cousin's wedding. It was a whole lot of fun. It was a whole lot of fun going to the wedding. We stayed there in Virginia for a week, and it was just a whole lot of fun going there. And also, I do want to say this as well. Remember when I went to the air show? Well, unfortunately, I lost my aunt that day. And when I went to Ferry Beach as well, I lost my grandpa on my mom's side. And let me just tell you that those were the tough moments of 2015. Because, like, losing people like that year, those 3 people, like, it was just tough. It was tough. And it's just hard when you miss those people. That's why 2015 was not my, I want to say greatest year of all time, but because, you know, we lost people, and that was tough about 2015. But that year still had a whole lot of memories that I won't forget. And about the trip in Virginia, it was just a whole lot of fun. You know, being with my family, is one of my favorite parts. It's like being with my family over the vacation. I don't get to see my relatives a lot every year. You know, Virginia is just a very nice place, and it was just great. It was a great vacation. Here I am at a little festival for St. Patrick's Day that I go to every year. That was a lot of fun in 2016. Here I am at a Red Sox game back in April 2016. It was very hot that day, but still had a good time.
Also in 2016, we went to Disney World. Let me just say, it was one of my greatest trips that I've done in my life. I went there with my family, and it was just a lot of fun going to Florida for a week in the summer and just going on those rides. It was just a whole lot of fun, and I hope I can do it again soon. And going to Disney World was a whole lot of fun, and the hotel was great. They actually had a little water park there at the hotel. As you see right here, this is one of the rides I am on, and it was just a whole lot of fun. And also that year I went to the Baseball Hall of Fame, Cooperstown. It was a lot of fun seeing the baseball history. Also, I went to a Red Sox game at Fenway Park, July 2016, another one. And here is the Ortiz homering that game. That was a memorable moment for me to see live at Fenway Park. And here is me in Boston for a wedding. That was a great time, and that was a great hotel.
Here's Edelman broken up, and the pass is no sign yet. Edelman comes down with a football. They're saying it's a catch. Toss to White. He's in. Patriots win the Super Bowl. Brady has his fifth. What a comeback.
You know, I remember watching that just like it was yesterday. I remember the game. I remember the plays. Seeing the Patriots make a 28-3 comeback was something I will never forget. Tom Brady is just amazing. Amazing person, athlete, and just seeing that live on TV was just something I'll never forget watching. That Super Bowl. Super Bowl 2017. Patriots. Falcons. 20-3. That amazing catch in between the legs. And then overtime. First time ever. Going in. Barely a touchdown. It's something I will never forget in my life. Watching that live on TV. Here am I at Grant Will Falls, and this is actually one of the first next times I go there. And it was one of my first times going to an indoor water park hotel in the winter, so that was a whole lot of fun. Here am I at the Price is Right Live again in April 2017. Always fun going there. And here am I at the Red Sox game at Fenway Park in June 2017. It was a lot of fun, you know. Going to Fenway Park, one of my favorite stadiums ever. Here am I at Moosehead in Maine. We went there for a trip in the summer for about 4 days in June, early June. And it was a whole lot of fun. We actually stayed, as you see right here, at Ricky Craven's rental house. That house was very nice to stay at. I had a lot of fun, you know, going around Moosehead. We played some golf there, and just was looking for animals and all that. And it was a whole lot of fun, you know, going to
Moosehead. Here's the rest of the footage of the house here. As you saw right there, I went to the hospital 3 times. July 2017, September 2017, and Thanksgiving 2017. Because of the infection. I believe in this September I went there because of surgery. I think that's why I went there at the time. But then I had an infection again. Thanksgiving 2017. I gotta say, those were the rough times of my life. They really were. Like, I couldn't do anything in the summer. I couldn't swim. I couldn't do anything that I wanted to as for action. And like, I had to wear a medicine pump for like 8 weeks. It was not fun. I felt fine in the hospital. Like after the first 2 days or so. Got back home like usually in a week, but it was just tough. And that's why like 2017 was not one of my favorite years. And it was a very rough time. Here I am at a Paul Sox game here in Pawtucket, and as you see right there, I caught a foul ball during the game. That was amazing to do. And here I am at New England Revolution, to that stadium. Always fun to go there. Here's a little fish that we got that year, 2017. That was a good fish. And here's a little gift I have. A Mookie Betts ball and tickets to the Red Sox ALDS Game 3. It was amazing to get that ball because Mookie was one of my favorite players. One of the most memorable moments of that year was going to the playoffs at Fenway Park, 2017 ALDS Game 3. The outcome isn't what we wanted. That's for the series, but you've seen the Red Sox win that game, which is amazing. And here's the big moment that I'll always remember: Rafael Devers. Also, here's me with Patriots legend Troy Brown. He was there at the hospital, got to meet him. That was fun. Here's me at the Celtics to kick this off of 2018. That was a lot of fun seeing the Celtics that day. In the winter of 2018, we went to New Hampshire and we stayed overnight and we saw some ice castles. As you see in this footage right here, a lot of cool ice ages with the lights. It was a lot of fun, and there was a lot of cool attractions there, and it was a lot of fun seeing those ice castles. And here I am at Boston College Baseball. That is a pretty cool stadium there, I gotta say. Unfortunately, in 2018, in June I had the infection, and then I had to have open heart surgery that year. That was tough times during that summer.
went to a Red Sox game in June 2018. Here's JD Martinez hitting a home run to right center field, and there goes to the bullpen. That was a lot of fun. Went there with one of my good friends, and it was a blast. I also went to another Red Sox game that year in July with one of my parents. It was a lot of fun seeing that 2018 Red Sox team. And here's me with David Ortiz way.
Has been well run for a long time now. From the top on down, here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series. 5-1 the final tonight. And the best team in baseball wins it all in 2018.
Going to Fenway Park. 2018 ALDS Game 1. First Red Sox Yankees playoff game since 2004. Was this unbelievable. One of the best times of my life, and I will never forget that crowd, that energy, that homer. And that was just one of my favorite moments of my life. And also, you saw there Red Sox winning the World Series. That is like one of my favorite moments, because the 2017 team was one of my favorite teams. It really was. And then seeing that most of the guys on the team doing it all in 2018, knowing some of the guys were going to be gone the following year, was just amazing to see them win the World Series in 2018. Just following a team that year, 2018, and seeing them win was just unbelievable, and one of the biggest, proudest moments of my life. Seeing Boston get a championship that year. I will never forget the Red Sox winning the World Series and going to those games. You see, I started my YouTube career back on June 20th, 2019. I first joined social media around May with Instagram and Twitch, and then later on, I started my YouTube career. And as you guys see right here, this is my YouTube channel, the David Dawson Network, and has over 700 subscribers right now. And I just want to thank all of you. I want to thank all of you who have supported my channel, supported my content, and without you all, I wouldn't be here today. I really wouldn't, here on YouTube. When I first started making content 10 years ago, on this date, April 7th, I want to do this for fun, and seeing how this content grew, this is unbelievable. And in 2019, I joined this YouTube channel, starting off with the
David Dowson versus Money Cars, and then Tic-Tac-Toe. And then there are one of the other game shows, Press Your Luck, you name Super Password, you name it. And also 2019 I joined the Rate and Rate podcast. I still want to thank Mr. Brandon Martin and Jimmy Signature again for letting me part of the show ever since then and still to this day. And as today I am the producer of the show since March 2020. And also in 2021 I also joined the Bumbling Bozos on the Abara Bros YouTube channel. I want to thank him and the team for letting me part of the show since 1 year ago. So I want to thank them as well. Also in 2019 I had an infection again. And then I didn't really want to talk about those next years. I just want to talk about my YouTube career. Because in 2020, horrible year for everyone. 2021 didn't do a whole lot much. But for one thing though, I just want to personally thank you all for my and for everything you guys do to support this channel. It really means a lot to me. And I know, the world right now is going through rough times, but if we be strong together, we will get there 100%. So I just want to thank you all. So I made a Q&A announcement video back on March 1st, and I'm gonna read out some questions here on this video. What are my plans besides from traveling after I graduate from high school? As probably most of you all know that I'm graduating high school this year, and I'm very excited. One of the biggest accomplishments in people's lives. And what are my plans after high school? I am not sure right now. I'll probably, hopefully, get a job soon. That works for me. So, those are my plans right there. And as for the summer for videos, there's going to be a whole lot of videos this summer for you all to enjoy. Since you're in the 10 years of making content, what is some of the best moments of my career? Well, some of my best moments is just making those there are no deep videos. Those are a lot of fun to do, and that's why I want to do them again. And also my other best moments is those traveling videos, me going to places. Those will always be my favorites. Going traveling. There's a lot of memories that I love in memories. What is my favorite sport? Well, you guys probably already know. Baseball, football. I also like MLS, NHL, and NBA. I like all type of sports. Have you played the guitar recently? I have not. I don't know where my guitar is, but I still like playing instruments from time to time. I actually have a piano way over there. Who do you think is better, Ken Jennings or Marianne Bach? The two Jeopardy hosts. I honestly would love to see Ken Jennings be the permanent host, but if Marianne gets the permanent host, I would like to see that as well, which I wouldn't mind seeing that. But if I have to choose, will have to be Ken Jennings getting the full-time job. I think everybody would love that. What is my favorite kind of music? I usually like
what is it? Country, and I like holiday music. I like listening to the radio, mostly while I'm doing stuff. One of my favorite foods. Well, one of my favorite foods is mostly pancakes. I really love that. Spaghetti, pasta. I really love ice cream, pizza, and pizza's great. And those are my favorite foods. So, yeah. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for this one. For this documentary here on April 7th, 2022. Like I said, I just want to personally thank you all for everything. This is a big accomplishment for me making videos for 10 years, and it's a big accomplishment. Helping learn the lot of history in my life. Just know I will always be here for everyone, and I will continue making more content. For those who are wondering, will this be the final year, or next year will be the final year? I'm just getting started. So, be ready. And from me here at the Derek Dawson Studios, I just want to say thank you for everything.